You're watching ABC 7 News at 5.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Taylor Torgano. Thanks for being with us. Jacqueline Matter has the evening off. Our top story, at least a dozen people are dead following yet another mass shooting. This one happening last night at a California bar.
ABC's Natalie Brunell joins us now live from Thousand Oaks, California, with what we're learning today about the accused shooter. Natalie?
Yeah, there's a large law enforcement presence behind me, and we're starting to see people bring flowers to the area as we learn some of the victims' names. The community here just heartbroken today. A popular country line dancing bar suddenly sprayed with bullets. This chilling video shows the empty dance floor as the gunfire continues. A lone gunman bursting in last night and firing into the crowd filled with many students gathered for college night at the Borderline Bar and Grill in Thousand Oaks.
Guys, run! Go! He's coming out this door!
Why would someone come into some place where people come just to have fun?
Among the group, survivors of the country's deadliest mass shooting in Las Vegas last year.
So you were at the concert in Las Vegas, and now you have friends who are inside this bar during the shooting.
And most of the people that were at the Vegas shooting were in there.
Witnesses describing a scene of chaos and carnage.
So then our friends got the bar stools and they started slamming it against the window so we could get out.
Among those killed, 22-year-old Cody Kaufman. His father devastated this morning.
Oh, son, I love you so much.
Ventura County Sheriff Sergeant Ron Helis rushed in to help, but was also shot and killed. He was about to retire from the force after 29 years.
He went in there to save people and made the ultimate sacrifice.
Earlier today, a moving procession for that fallen hero. The suspected gunman, 28-year-old Ian Long, who deputies believe shot himself after the rampage. So many wondering how this latest mass shooting could take place in a community that just 2 years ago was named one of the safest in the country. We're hearing the stories of so many heroes from last night in addition to Sergeant Helis. People throwing chairs through windows, getting victims to ambulances, and doing whatever they can to help each other get to safety. Live in Thousand Oaks, California, Natalie Brunell, ABC News. Now back to you.
Has been hospitalized. This morning, she was admitted to George Washington University Hospital for observation. That's after she fractured 3 ribs after a fall Wednesday evening. According to the Supreme Court Public Information Officer, Ginsburg was in her office at the court when she fell. The 85-year-old has been a justice on the High Court since 1993.
Here on the Suncoast, an escaped inmate from Ohio is captured in Venice. Police say Christopher Tolley escaped from the Adams County Jail in Ohio. This morning, officers were investigating a vehicle theft when 4 occupants took off and ran. 3 were captured, but Tolley escaped. A be on the lookout notice was sent out to the community, and he was captured this afternoon. Police say he has a history of burglary and theft.
Northport police arrest 4 people involved in a drug operation called Spice Spice Baby. Investigators recovering 154 bags of labeled synthetic cannabinoids or spice at a home on Kenwood Drive. They also found 2 guns and a large amount of cash. Police say Devin Ford, Barbara Adams, Matthew Schultz, and Christina Surprenant are facing a wide range of charges, including possession with intent to sell and selling within 1,000 feet of a place of worship.
2 days after Election Day, Florida is gearing up for 3 recounts. Under state law, a recount is mandatory if the winning candidate's margin is 0.5 percentage points or less. ABC's Dwayne Lindo and Alan Cohn join us now in the studio to break down those races. Dwayne?
Well, Scott, Florida's 67 counties have until noon on Saturday to submit their unofficial vote totals to the state's Division of Elections. In the Senate race, Senator Bill Nelson is gearing up for a recount fight that could end his 40-year-long political career. Governor Rick Scott declared victory over Nelson, but at this point, the race has Scott's lead at about 30,000 votes out of more than 8.1 million cast, a margin of less than 0.5%. That's 0.22%. This U.S. Senate race could be the closest in Florida's history. And in Florida's gubernatorial race, Ron DeSantis was initially declared the winner. He now finds himself going head-to-head with Tallahassee Mayor Andrew Gillum for a recount. DeSantis leads by less than half a percentage point. Gillum is down by 0.47%. And the race for Commissioner of Agriculture. A statewide cabinet, Democrat Nikki Fried is now in the lead over the Republican candidate, Matt Caldwell. She now leads with 575 votes. Alan, I tell you, that's extremely close. It's reminiscent of the 2000 presidential election 18 years ago.
It's going to make a lot of blood vessels pop out there. Of course, in 2000, the Florida election, Bush versus Gore, went all the way up to the United States Supreme Court. It took weeks and months, and the eyes of the nation were on Florida then. They may well be with the governor's race and Senate race and the agricultural race this time, but it's hard to imagine it will be as intense as it was in 2000.
And which counties will we have to put a microscope on during this midterm election?
Already Broward, which was, coincidentally the focus in 2000. They are having trouble right now in terms of accounting for all the votes that have already come in, and they're the provisional votes, and there are a lot of people who are complaining right now that the vote counting is not going well in Broward. You would think that county would learn by the experience of 2000, right, but evidently not so much.
Alan, thank you so much. Scott Taylor, back to you.
Thank you, Dwayne. Alan, time to check now on the First Alert weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Hey, Bob.
Hey, I'll never forget the hanging Chad. That was in 2000. Visions of that still in the brain there. We are looking at nothing like that. We're not recounting our weather. It's still really nice out there and beautiful. We're not taking that away from you tomorrow either. It's going to be here. We're going to see lots of sunshine around and just a few clouds. That's what we saw today. Pretty calm seas out there as well. And that's a result of high pressure. High pressure usually means fair weather, and we're still holding on at least for one more day. Then a weak front comes down. It kind of changes things up a little bit for the weekend. Not a lot. There's not going to be a drastic change. Temperatures will get back to closer near normal, a little bit cooler, and maybe a little drier air will settle in as well. Right now, the humidity at 71%, and we're looking at a temperature of 82. Lots of sunshine out there. Statewide, temperatures range from the 70s over the Panhandle to the mid-80s in Orlando right now, low 80s in Miami, and currently near that coast, a little bit cooler with the sea breeze kicked in, 77 at Cortez, 86 though at Mayaca City, 86 in Arcadia, 79 in Inglewood. We'll talk about that cold front for the weekend, and also another one coming down, maybe not as strong as anticipated, but it will still cool us off next week. Details and all that in a few minutes. Scott?
All right, Bob, thank you. Sarasota County Schools celebrating Veterans Day over the next few days. Bayhaven School of Basics Plus, the first program to pay tribute to our nation's heroes today. Students put on musical performances, and a Vietnam War veteran talked to the kids about the importance of Veterans Day. He told us what he wanted the kids to take away from today's event.
I want to talk to them about the flag, respecting the flag, and respecting the veterans. These kids are smart. They may be small, but they're smart. They understand what's going on.
There are several more events going on tomorrow at Tatum Ridge, Garden, Englewood, and Lamarck Elementary Schools. And then on Monday, Pineview and Goshen Elementary Schools will show their appreciation for our veterans. There you see all the upcoming events.
Oh, that's cute. ABC 7 business commentator Richard Stern joins us now. Richard, any follow through from yesterday's big gains?
Yeah, 545 points is a big gain. In short, the answer is no, but the good news is we didn't give anything back either, so I think we'll take it. Yes, indeed, we'll take a 545-point gain without giving anything back, and that was the case today. We did have an intraday range of almost 200 points. The Dow was up by 97 points at the high and down by 99 points at the low. The Fed came out and announced the fact that interest rates are going to remain unchanged at least until December, and that was a yawn because that was exactly what we expected. And I did a little bit of quick math. October 31st, remember that? Today's only November 8th. Well, since October 31st through the close of business today, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is up by 1,075 points, 4.8%. Not a bad week. Let's take a look and see the figures from today, and they're not bad, they're not good, they're just ordinary. There you see the Dow did finish higher by 11 points, be it ever so humble, 4/100ths of 1%, closing at 26,191.22. That on a volume of 944 million shares. The NASDAQ went the other way, a down arrow for the NASDAQ. Tech stocks going lower again. The NASDAQ closed at 7,530.89, a loss of 40 points, just over 0.5%. That on volume of 1,909,000,000 shares. And it's a down arrow for the S&P by 0.25%, just over 7 points at 2,806.83. Well, hard to believe, but guess what? 2 weeks from today is Thanksgiving. And if you're not into football and if you don't want to just be lazy and take the day off, well, I've got an idea for you. Walmart today said that it is going to have a party in every one of its stores on Thanksgiving afternoon between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. Yes, they're going to have free coffee, free cookies, and oh, by the way, they're also starting their Black Friday online at 10 p.m. on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. So it just keeps getting earlier and earlier and earlier. Walmart said they do expect, in fact, to have their best Christmas season ever. They also said, and I found this very interesting, they said that, in fact, the average household is going to spend $1,536 on shopping for the holidays.
Wow.
There you hear it.
All of it for Taylor and I.
I'm sure, no question about it.
We'll take it.
What's happening with Disney tonight?
Disney announced earnings after the close, so we don't know yet really how the stocks are at, but they were terrific, top line and bottom line. So
Okay.
Disney's doing something right.
Good to hear. Richard, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, how businesses are doing as we continue to deal with the effects of red tide.
And Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert forecast. Plus the new findings that show just how much smoking, diabetes, and high blood pressure impact your health.
The ABC7 First Alert weather app just got even better. It's easy to use once you download it. First, tell the app to follow you, so you get alerts pinpointed to exactly where you are. Then customize your settings with all the places you go, from the beach to grandmother's house. Get accurate alerts for everyone you care about. You can even pick which weather alerts and categories you want and what they sound like. More ways to customize and more ways to keep your family safe. Download the ABC7 First Alert weather app today.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Enjoy fine wine and great foods, all while supporting a great cause. It's the 17th annual Suncoast Food and Wine Fest, happening Saturday, November 10th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Premier Sports Campus in Lakewood Ranch. Taste hundreds of wines from around the world and sample great food from the area's finest restaurants. All proceeds go to local charities and Rotary projects. For tickets and information, visit suncoastfoodandwinefest.com.
There are lots of people who are confused about which Medicare plan is right for them.
Hey, that's me. I barely know where to start.
Well, start here with me, Karen. I'm a licensed Humana sales agent.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Karen. I'm John Smith.
Hi, John. At Humana, we know you're unique, so you have different needs from other John Smiths.
Yeah, I've always thought so.
And together, we can find a plan that's right for you.
Great. I go to the doctor a couple of times a year, and I have some prescriptions, but I'm never fully sure of what's covered and what's not.
With Humana's all-in-one Medicare Advantage plans, you get coverage for hospital stays, doctor visits, and Part D prescription drug benefits, all for an affordable and sometimes no monthly plan premium.
Do you have any more information?
Sure. I'll get a decision guide in the mail to you today. They're free.
Finally, someone who understands the real me.
Your health and happiness is important to us. Call or go online now to get your free decision guide. Call a licensed Humana sales agent today.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
The ABC 7 Stock Report is sponsored by Sunset Cadillac.
Red tide is showing back up on some Suncoast beaches this weekend. With snowbirds returning, the ongoing bloom is not welcome news for some area businesses. Florida Fish and Wildlife reporting higher concentrations of red tide are impacting different beaches here in the Suncoast, but not as intense as the summer. We spoke to the owner of Sarasota Paddleboarding Company on South Lido Beach. Bob McFarland says red tide hit his business pretty hard when the outbreak first started, but over the past couple of months, business has been steady, and he's hopeful it will pick up even more as the snowbirds arrive.
And we're looking forward to a good winter-spring season. I do check with some of the hotels too, so I mean, they're going to come, and the red tide is diminishing, and we can work with it at the stages that it is right now.
McFarland says he now recommends all of his customers to call ahead to find out if the water conditions are doing, if they're good enough to go out before paying for a paddle ride or a kayak adventure. Remember, you can find all of our red tide coverage online at mysuncoast.com. Just click on Red Tide. Story won't go away.
Yeah, a lot of people are coming back. You know, they weren't here a couple of months ago when it was just terrible out there. It's still bad in places, but I don't think it'll be as bad as it was 2 months ago, but it's still a dead fish showing up on some of the area beaches, and not the best of news on that front. Here's one beach that people don't seem to be minding too much as we take a look at that. Holmes Beach, they're enjoying a nice beach day out there. The beach umbrellas are up. People are out enjoying the sunshine and expected to see a nice sunset now as well, as skies are generally fair near the coast. Now look at this. This is the radar review over the past several hours, and the snow falling in Kansas City getting some snow right now. That's a developing storm system which will eventually give this front a kick and move it through our area Saturday morning, it looks like, and bring with it a chance for a few showers, just a few clouds. Not a lot of rainfall anticipated with this front, and it looks as though we will see slightly cooler temperatures moving on Saturday afternoon and for Sunday. Slightly cooler, not below average, but just a little bit cooler than it has been. It'll be noticeably drier too, as those winds will be switching around to a northerly direction. Some big storms to the north of us now near Daytona Beach and just to the east of Gainesville, stretching toward Orlando. They're starting to weaken there, but we have a few of our own developing along the sea breeze front, and near Northport and Punta Gorda had some rain earlier. You can see that one storm right there. That's starting to get a little bit more intense as the sea breeze has made it right about to that location, and these showers have been moving from the east and southeast to the northwest, and that sea breeze is going to start to fire this off. Could generate some lightning strikes too. Would not be surprised with that. Pretty heavy rainfall too occurring from Murdoch on northward through and near Northport east of Warren Mineral Springs right now. And you can see down the street level we go near West Price Boulevard, Hillsborough Boulevard. Getting some rainfall right now up near Plantation Boulevard as well. The overall picture showing that moisture moving in from the southeast to the northwest right now. And not a lot, but a scattered shower or two not out of the question. Lows tonight will be unseasonably warm. We'll start off the morning into the low 70s near the beaches. A little bit of patchy fog, especially inland. Temperatures there into the upper 60s as you move near Interstate I-75, and 68 for a low in Wauchula, which is well above the average. Our average low right around 62 degrees for this time of year. Current temps still warm away from the sea breeze in the mid 80s there, and upper 70s to low 80s right now. Still feels like 90 in Arcadia and 90 near Mayaca City. The evening planner calling for a slight chance for a few widely scattered showers, but generally mostly fair skies. A few clouds around, temperature staying into the low 70s by 11 o'clock tonight. And as far as the wind flow goes, it'll stay out of the southeast tomorrow. One thing to note is that we will start to see more of a northerly push to our air beginning on Saturday, and that will bring in that slightly drier and cooler air, along with a slight chance for a shower. The winds may pick up a little bit during the day, too, as a result of that frontal boundary. But as I mentioned, it's not going to do a whole lot in terms of dropping the temperature. That one won't, but the one on Tuesday will. You'll see that in the 7-day forecast. Here comes the front on Friday. It'll be over the panhandle. Notice how that line of showers thins out as it approaches on Saturday. Just a thin line. This one may be a little late. I think it may be a little earlier than it'll be moving through, but just around sunrise, more than likely pushing on to the south. So our current conditions right now, we have sunshine and 82 degrees. As far as the cold air is concerned, it's due to arrive, as I said, on Tuesday for the most part. We'll start to see a little bit better chance of some chillier temperatures on Wednesday and Thursday. For boaters, Winds will be rather light. We'll have winds out of the southeast turning to the west at 5 to 10 knots and seas running 2 feet or less. The extended forecast then calling for a nice day for Friday, warm, a little bit cooler on Saturday and Sunday at 20% chance for showers. Also, you can put that on Saturday. And then better chances, not that great though, for that front on Tuesday. Notice the high on Wednesday and Thursday into the low 70s. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. Let's check first alert traffic. We're seeing a crash now on US 41 in the northbound lanes just before Televast Road. This is near the airport. It is causing some delays as you head north for a short stretch there. And then on Interstate 75, it is looking pretty clear at this hour, especially as you head north and south across the area. Taylor?
Scott, in health news tonight, did you know smoking, diabetes, and high blood pressure increase the risk of a heart attack more in women than in men? ABC News' Stephanie Ramos has details about this new research.
Heart attacks. Researchers say overall more men have them than women. However, new research from the University of Oxford shows that smoking, diabetes, and high blood pressure increase the risk of a heart attack more in women than in men. Researchers say women who smoke are 3 times more likely to have a heart attack compared to women who have never smoked, while men who smoke have only twice the risk of a heart attack compared to men who have never smoked. If you have high blood pressure, researchers say that also increases the risk. Women with high blood pressure have an 83% risk of a heart attack compared to men. Although the risk of heart attacks is about 3 times higher in men than women, researchers say over time, women will likely have about the same amount of heart attacks compared to men because of population, aging, and increasing prevalence of unhealthy lifestyles. Researchers say this study highlights the importance of not smoking, making sure your high blood pressure and diabetes are treated properly. With this Medical Minute, I'm Stephanie Ramos, ABC News.
Singing may help people with Parkinson's disease more than researchers originally believed. According to new data, belting out a few notes may actually help improve patients' motor functions and reduce stress. The results are from a pilot study by Iowa State University. Well, coming up, a group of students built their school resource officer a cop cart, and the Massachusetts Institute of Technology says it may know how to attract aliens to Earth. It's all coming up in today's Take a Look at This.
You like to pay less. That's why you made Honda Accord the best-selling mid-size car in America. Get the redesigned Accord, the North American Car of the Year, or Civic, a KBB.com Best Buy for less than the competition. Like SUVs and trucks? Get Motor Trend's SUV of the Year, CR-V, the 8-passenger Pilot, or Ridgeline truck for up to $4,240 less. Today at your local Honda dealer.
Rugs as Art. You know the name, you know the building, but do you know what's inside? Yes, Rugs as Art is Florida's #1 area rug superstore. But there is so much more. Amazing furniture, accessories, and art. All this and more. Come see for yourself. You'll love our personal touch and be pleasantly surprised by our affordable prices. Rugs as Art and more. There is so much more to explore.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to Mesobook.com.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for with these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
WWSB ABC7 is an equal opportunity employer, and we're looking for qualified people to join our dynamic team. For a list of current openings and to apply online, visit www.mysuncoast.com/contact/employment. If you're a motivated team player and you want a rewarding career in a fun, fast-paced working environment, WWSB ABC7 could be the perfect fit for you. Check out our list of openings now.
School resource officers provide a sense of protection for kids at school, and now as a thank you, a group of students at a California high school decided to build their officer a new set of wheels.
Now he's serving and protecting on the go. Jeremy Roth has today's Take a Look at This.
Some California high school students got together and built a sweet new ride for their school resource officer, and they're calling it the Cop Cart. It was built by students in Cabrillo High's auto shop along with input from Sheriff's Deputy Dennis Thomas. The souped-up golf cart features flashing lights, Sheriff's Department decals, and a very loud siren. The deputy says the project was a great opportunity to work with the students. Watch as a Georgia high school football coach proposes to his girlfriend. On November 2nd, Lanier High School coach Nafis Pickett enlisted the help of seniors on his team. The players each offered a rose to Pickett's girlfriend as he thanked her for her support. Then he popped the question. Will you marry me? If you can't tell, she said yes. Video and images of the proposal were shared online and quickly went viral. The coach later tweeted thanking his fiancée and his players. Get this, researchers say attracting aliens to Earth could be as easy as leaving on a very large porch light. MIT researchers released this image along with a study suggesting highly amplified light from a laser could spark interest from extraterrestrials if they exist. The powerful laser would be focused through a large telescope aimed towards space. Yeah, let's attract some aliens to Earth. Why not? What could possibly go wrong? Oh yeah, that. So take a look at this. I'm Jeremy Roth.
Still to come on your Suncoast News, with the passing of Amendment 4, voting rights will be restored to felons who have served their time. What this means for those people who will be able to vote in the next election.
Plus, our coverage of a mass shooting in California continues. The new findings by the FBI that look at the rising trend of active shooter events.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
Blue 32, hot, hot. It's the Gatto Gridiron Challenge. The game's on to sell 2,000 vehicles. 12 teams compete for the #1 spot. Score a great deal at every Gatto dealership. Buy with 0 down. Make no payments for 90 days. Choose from 14 of your favorite brands, all on sale. Who will make it to the end zone? You decide. Rush to a Gatto location near you or visit Gatto.com.
Gatto's got it.
I heard about the Detoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Detoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Detoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
This weekend on the ABC7 live stream, ABC7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you. Watch ABC7 wherever you are, on our live stream, on mysuncoast.com, on the ABC7 My Suncoast app, powered by the Eye Associates, providing sight for life, featuring traffic maps and live radar, dining with recipes, and My Suncoast Restaurant Guide. Visit mysuncoast.com, click on the Apps tab to download the ABC7 My Suncoast app for Apple and Android.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to californiaclosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.